I would say about 99.9% of the people were against it. So they set it up. So when the litigation happens, because it's going to happen, trust and believe, right? That there will be testimony saying that everybody was neutral on it, which is, excuse my French, a damn lie. Then, when they got the map on Wednesday, and let me be clear, it was the worst kept secret in Texas. I was on the redistricting committee, and I was wondering in January, why I'm on the redistricting committee? I mean, it ain't a redistricting year. And we didn't meet once, right? But this was always the backup plan, always. I sat in on the hearings. It was a joke. The chair of the redistricting committee, Cody Vasut, is a lawyer. In the legislature, he is the expert on points of order. He knows the law. Cody pays attention to detail.
Welcome back to Right View Nation, the unapologetic voice of American patriots. If you love this country, if you're tired of the lies from the left, and if you're ready to fight back with facts, make sure you subscribe, share this video, smash that like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're not backing down, and we know you aren't either. All right, patriots, buckle up, because we've got yet another emotional meltdown from the left. In what can only be described as a dramatic one-woman stage show, a Democrat lawmaker from Texas is throwing a tantrum over, wait for it, the redistricting process. And surprise, surprise, it's all about racism, victimhood, and how evil Republicans are targeting black districts.
So let me be clear. I'm a lawyer. A part of my practice is criminal defense work. There is no felony in the Texas Penal Code for what he says. So respectfully, he's making up some shit, okay? He's trying to get sound bites, and he has no legal mechanism. And if he did, subpoenas from Texas don't work in New York. So he gonna come get us how? Subpoenas in Texas don't work in Chicago. He's gonna come get us how? So let me be clear. He's putting up smoke and mirrors. And I'm hopeful that the media doesn't follow that. I will also say this. I was on the redistricting committee. I sat in on the meetings. We had 3 sham hearings with no maps, where people were forced to testify that they were neutral on the maps because of our processes, when actually, I would say about 99.9% of the people were against it. So they set it up. So when the litigation happens, because it's going to happen, trust and believe, right? That there will be testimony saying that everybody was neutral on it, which is, excuse my French, a damn lie. Then, when they got the map on Wednesday, and let me be clear, it was the worst kept secret in Texas. I was on the redistricting committee, and I was wondering in January, why I'm on the redistricting committee? I mean, it ain't a redistricting year, and we didn't meet once, right? But this was always the backup plan, always. I sat in on the hearings. It was a joke. The chair of the redistricting committee, Cody Vasut, is a lawyer. In the legislature, he is the expert on points of order. He knows the law. Cody pays attention to detail. During the redistricting committee meetings, well, I hadn't looked at anything. I don't know. I ain't seen no maps. Yeah, whatever you say. So you peeing on me and you telling me it's raining and you expect me to believe it. Wrong answer. When they finally had the one public hearing with the map, and the secret was out. The stuff is going to get filed on Wednesday, and we're going to have a marathon hearing on Friday, is what they said. The plan was filed on Wednesday, and they had a 10-hour meeting on Friday. And the thing that was the most offensive to me as a person who went to these and asked questions about these, and let me be clear, the districts that are targeted overwhelmingly are black districts, okay? They are pitting Jasmine Crockett against Mark Vesey, and they are pitting Al Green against CD18, where there's a black representative. If you don't know who sat in CD18, I live in CD18, by the way, Barbara Jordan, Mickey Leland, Craig Washington, Sheila Jackson Lee, and Sylvester Turner. So those are the people they're trying to take out. So I'm real upset about it, and my constituents are real upset about it. But it's really interesting that the map person who says that some law firm drafted the maps, and he don't know that much about the maps. I felt like I was in a bad edition of an episode of White Man's Burden. For the most part, he told us, grown people, speaking to us as if we were kids, said to us, you need to be happy. We didn't have to give you any hearings in the first place, and we know what's best for you. Well, I respectfully submit that they don't know what's best for us. They do not know what's best for us. And let me also be clear. My constituents demanded that I be here. So you think I'm gonna listen to Donald Trump and Greg Abbott and Dan Patrick and the Attorney General who can't treat his wife right and who lies on documentation? So I think he needs to worry about going to jail. But my point is this: we, the Democratic contingent, we are paying attention to what our constituents are demanding of us. They've literally told us, if you don't quorum break, we will primary you. That's how important it is. People wonder, why should New York be concerned about what's going on in Texas? Why should anywhere be concerned with what's going on in Texas? I'm gonna tell you why. My grandmother says this: if you allow yourself to be a rug, people will step on you. No one was paying attention to North Carolina in 2024. There were 7 Republican Congresspeople, there were 7 Democratic Congresspeople. Guess what? The Republicans rigged the game in North Carolina, and they took 3 seats. I'm gonna say this one more again, that's Ebonics for those of y'all who don't speak it. They took 3 seats. Congress has a 3 Republican majority. Ding, 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 ding. So we weren't paying attention to what was going on in North Carolina. And look what we have. We got that big, ugly, terrible bill shoved down our throats. So guess what? I was paying attention. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Texas will not be North Carolina. We will not give him what we need. And we're marching, we ain't fleeing, we're fighting, and we are so incredibly thankful that the governor has hosted us, because we need allies.
Now let's set the record straight. This isn't about racism. This isn't about voter suppression. This is about the left losing control of their little strongholds. Redistricting is a legal, constitutional, and routine process that happens all over the country. But the second Democrats feel the political ground shift beneath them, they cry foul. This woman says, Texas won't be North Carolina. Well, newsflash. Texas doesn't need to be North Carolina. It's already leading the way by standing up to federal overreach, protecting election integrity, and putting the needs of real Texans, not race-baiting politicians, first. She even claims subpoenas from Texas don't work in New York, mocking the legal process. So let me ask, if that's true, why are Democrat AGs and prosecutors from New York and Georgia constantly interfering with Republican leaders in other states? Hypocrisy much? She says the redistricting hearings were a sham. Well, welcome to politics, sweetheart. Democrats gerrymander with a pen and a grin when it works for them. But when Republicans redraw the lines using the same legal methods, suddenly it's a conspiracy. And oh, she had the audacity to say her constituents will primary her if she doesn't throw a fit. Sounds more like mob rule than representation. When you serve the people, you lead with facts, not threats and fearmongering. Then we get the real reason for the outrage. This whole thing threatens Democrat power structures in districts they've controlled for decades. She even admits it. This isn't about fairness. It's about keeping career politicians like Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green in office until retirement. Let's be clear, no one's taking out black voices. No one's peeing on you and calling it rain. What we are doing is calling out the race hustling, the victim narratives, and the desperate theatrics being used to keep Texans divided and angry. She literally says, "We're not fleeing, we're fighting." Well, good luck with that, because when Democrats fight, they cry, scream, and hide behind emotional manipulation. When we fight, we bring data, discipline, and a deep love for this country. And let me say this, if you think this redistricting battle is about Texas alone, you're missing the bigger picture. This is a national strategy by the left to undermine Republican states. They want to federalize elections, silence local control, and call every single conservative a racist if we dare stand our ground. Her references to Donald Trump, Greg Abbott, and Dan Patrick? Pure deflection. When the left can't argue the merits, they resort to demonizing the opposition. But guess what? America is waking up. The average citizen doesn't care about your feelings. They care about fair elections, safety, jobs, and freedom. So while she rants about white man's burden and being talked down to, The rest of us are building real solutions. We're cutting taxes. We're backing the blue. We're securing the border. We're empowering parents and protecting children from radical indoctrination. If you're fired up and done with this nonsense, then join the movement right here at Right View Nation. Hit that subscribe button, share this video with your freedom-loving friends, smash that like button, and let the world hear your voice in the comments below. We don't retreat. We don't apologize. And we sure as hell don't take lectures from people who think everything is racist when they lose. God bless Texas, God bless our Constitution, and God bless the United States of America. This is Right View Nation signing off.